Hey everyone, I know I'm a bit late to the party here with this one, but this is my thoughts on the Miyoo Mini Plus. I hope you guys enjoy. Now this is the Miyoo or Miyoo Mini Plus. It's a small portable emulator handheld device. These are the specs. So it's got an ARM Cortex A7 dual-core CPU at 1.2 GHz, a 3.5-inch IPS display at 640 x 480, 128 megabytes of RAM, 300 milliamp battery, and Wi-Fi. Now I did pay around 111 Australian, which is about roughly $80 US. And I have had it for a few weeks now, so I won't be able to show you the unboxing. But it did include a screen protector in the box, which is very good. So let's look at the form factor. We got the bottom I/O here. We got a headphone jack, USB-C charging, and a micro SD slot. On the side, we've got our volume rockers up and down. On the top, our power button and LED charging and status indicators. And on the back, we've got 4 trigger buttons, R1, R2, L2, L1. They're a little bit clicky, not too much though. And on our front, we've got our D-pad, ABXY, a menu button, select and start. And that's all the buttons. The form factor does remind me of an original Game Boy, but this one is just significantly smaller. Now, when you boot it up, you'll be met with this screen for about 10 seconds. And we're just booting it up into the stock OS you get at the moment. So it is a little bit slow to boot, but custom firmware should fix that. So now we're loading now. So this is the stock OS, MIUI I think it's called. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got our options. We've got game, app, setting, and we've actually got Wi-Fi here. So this device does have Wi-Fi. It only uses 2.4 gigahertz though, and we can change a bunch of other things. But the real beauty in this device is actually using a custom firmware called Onion OS. Now we do have it pre-installed on this SD card. There should be guides everywhere on how to install it. I can make one if you guys like, but we'll just plug that in and turn it on. This OS significantly improves this device and makes it way better. I do recommend installing it if you do get it. And as you can see, we have actually booted up way faster into Onion OS than the stock OS, and we're already here. So we've got favorite, games, apps, settings. This is our emulators we have installed. You can pick and choose what emulators you get when you first install Onion OS. These are some of the apps you can get, like FTP server, all that. The settings is pretty much the same. And yeah, I do recommend installing this. Now this is actually in post, but a new update just released for Onion OS for the Miyoo Mini Plus. So we're just going to try out the over-the-air update. We'll just see if we're connected to Wi-Fi first, and then we'll go to apps. That's the beauty about Onion OS as well, that you can just update it over the air if you do have a Wi-Fi connection. So we'll scroll down to the Onion OTA update, and we'll see if there's a new update, which there is, so it should pop up. And just press any button, and then there'll be another prompt. It says, do you want to download the new beta? Hit yes, and then the download will start. Now the download for me did take about 5 minutes, but this is what it looks like after it's installed the update, or it'll run the Onion OS first boot menu again when you actually do the over-the-air update. So this is what it actually looks like when you first install Onion OS. It says preparing update here, but it will say like installing OS or something. And this takes another couple of minutes, but it is worth it in the end. So we'll just wait while it goes through this setup phase. So now we're nearing the end of the setup phase, and then you'll get a few menus that you can go through. So We have the verified menu here, which lets you choose what emulators you actually want installed on your Miyoo Mini Plus. So I've just gone with GBA, Game Boy Color, NES, SNES, and a few others. So, but there's plenty here to choose from, like Sega Genesis, Master System, PlayStation, or early Nintendo, Atari. And there's a little summary screen. This will tell you what you're actually installing to make sure. And there's also apps. So these apps are one of the best parts of Onion OS. You've got like Game Switcher shortcut, you've got a file explorer, you've got an FTP server. So in the apps, make sure you have, there's one app called Onion Over the Air Updater. Make sure you turn that one on, and then there's just a bunch of other apps. So when you're done, you just want to go over to the summary page, and you can either press A or start, and it'll install all the emulators for you. Alright, so I've just loaded up a quick game here. This is the Legacy of Goku 2 on the Game Boy. And I'm just going to go quickly through the RetroArch menu. So you press the home button and select. And here we have the quick menu. As you can see, we do have Wi-Fi, so there actually is retro achievements enabled. You will have to sign into your account. We've also got on-screen display. This is the little GBA overlay we have. But I've just turned it off. And if you press... Oh, no, that's the wrong one. If you press the start and the home button, you can change the aspect ratio of the currently running game. So this is the one I like to use, but this will be good for if you want to do overlays or just have a pixel perfect game. And just a little hint, when you're using GBA games, the colors are a bit off. So you do want to go into the core options, video, and turn off color correction. And this will fix the colors with Game Boy games, just a little hint. So let's play some games and see how they run. And yeah, to wrap it up here, let's look at the pros and cons of the Miyoo Mini Plus. So the pros are, it has a good battery life. It can easily last 7 hours, depending on what game you're playing. It's easily moddable. You can put custom firmware on it straight away. The form factor makes it easily pocketable, and it has retro achievements because of Wi-Fi. For the cons, the availability is not good. I'm pretty sure they do weekly drops, so you have to get lucky to actually get one. And I have seen screens on Reddit break a lot. I've seen a lot of posts about broken screens, and the stock OS is not very good. And yeah, that's the Miyoo Mini. I'm a bit late with this one as this has been out for a few months, but I do recommend buying it if you can get your hands on one. And this is my first retro emulator review, so I'd love if you guys left some feedback in the comments about what I've done wrong or what I can do better. And I've currently got a Retro Pocket 3 Plus on the way, and I'm keen to do a review on that. So have a good day everyone. Peace.